Hey guys, Nikki here. I'm here today after a long day of work and now filming to bring you the Classics book tag. This is from a blog. The video I originally saw was from Books Like Whoa, but I'll include the link for the blog below if you want to see the prompts in their original state. And with that out of the way, I'll jump right in. So the first prompt is an overhyped classic you didn't really like. I mean, I don't know how overhyped this is, but I did not enjoy Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I did not enjoy it. Maybe it's because I listened to it as an audiobook, but I wasn't a fan regardless. Question 2, favorite time period to read about? Hands down, Regency England. Jane Austen, one of my favorite authors. Prompt 3, favorite fairy tale? I would have to say I don't necessarily have like a favorite, but the closest would maybe be like Beauty and the Beast. I don't know if you'd want to include Mulan, but Mulan, although that's more of like a historical ballad, but like those ones are kind of fun. The next prompt is, what is the classic you're most embarrassed to have not read yet? And I would have to say Wuthering Heights. And I only say that because my sister has read it and she does not read classics. It's on my book list, it's on my TBR. I mean, I'm not super like ashamed about it. I'm just surprised that my sister, who's not a big classics reader, has gotten to it and I have not. And now, prompt 5, the top 5 classics you'd like to read soonish. Top of this list is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. 2 is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. 3 is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. 4 is Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. I have not read this one since I was a child, and the one I read was like an abridged version. And then 5, The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. This one I'm hesitant, but I feel like I should read it just so I can finally say I've read it, and I officially don't like that kind of story. I've seen the play a few times, and I'm not a huge fan, but I feel like I could bully myself into reading it. Prompt 6, your favorite modern book or series that is based on a classic. I would have to go with like the Song of Achilles and Circe because they are both parts of the Odyssey or the Iliad. I can never remember which one. I think but they're part of that epic by Homer. And I loved those books. Prompt 7 is your favorite movie version or TV series based on a classic. I'm just gonna go with an easy one. I can't remember if it's 2005 or 2007, but I like that version of Pride and Prejudice. I personally didn't actually grow up with the Colin Firth, Mr. Darcy. I watched Pride and Prejudice when I was in my early 20s and fell in love with it. 8, what is the worst classic to movie adaptation? I would actually have to go with The Hobbit. I enjoyed the book by J.R.R. Tolkien, and I just feel like the movie was just overproduced and overblown, and just for how good of a job Peter Jackson did with the Lord of the Rings series, I was really, really disappointed in how The Hobbit turned out, because it had a lot of potential. 9, what is your favorite edition or editions that you'd like to collect more classics from? I actually really like, you might be able to see in the background there, the black and gold version of Pride and Prejudice I have. It's a leather-bound Penguin Classics. I don't know what the exact like publication type is, but I love that kind of pseudo leather-bound embossed cover. It's just beautiful and it looks gorgeous on a shelf, and I wish I had more of my favorites like that. The other one I really like is the Mira Lima illustrated versions of classic fairy tales. I have Beauty and the Beast, and then I have The Little Mermaid and other stories. I think they're all Hans Christian Andersen. And I know there's a few other ones out there, but I'm not crazy about those stories, so I don't necessarily want those books. But I wish some of my other kind of childhood classics and fairy tales came out in editions like that. And then the last one, 10, an underhyped classic you'd recommend to everyone. I do not have an underhyped classic. As much as I read classics, I tend to read the more popular ones. So I don't have a long, like, underdog list of classics here. So if you're interested in classics, pick up whichever one you want. Modern, literature, whatever. If you want to start off easy, maybe something like The Hobbit is a little bit more user-friendly. But if you want something kind of fun and romantic, maybe go with Pride and Prejudice. If you like something weird and creepy, go with Frankenstein. There's a lot of options here, guys. That's really all I'm trying to say. And with that, I will leave you here and see you in the next video. Peace.